Magazyn Vanity Fair takimi słowami opisuje naszego dzisiejszego gościa. Jeśli reżyser cieszy się w branży jakimkolwiek uznaniem, albo pracował już z Desplat, albo nie może się tej współpracy doczekać. W ciągu zaledwie kilku lat stał się częścią historii kina.
I want always to hear first from the composer what he has to suggest, and usually what Alexandre suggests is perfectly fitting what I was expecting.
So far.
So far, so good.
You mentioned in a couple of interviews that you love the opportunity to be near the characters, to work with the movies that are character-driven. In that sense, I suppose, Polański's work is your dream come true, isn't it?
Yes. I've tried in the choices I've made through the years to work with directors that would make films where the characters are central.
He doesn't see the finished movie before he starts the process. I don't know how it is with other directors, but we work from the beginning. When the movie is just a project, when it develops, it has time to somehow grow up in his mind. And when the time comes when he's going to play something for me, he's already assimilated a lot. And then he proposes something, he usually has one or two ideas, and I react. Certain ideas appeal to me right away, others no. And then he develops it, sometimes he suggests to change it. It's a process, it's not just born in one night, it comes next morning, here's the music.
This idea or this desire that has increased through the years of being inside the film like an actor, being inside the picture itself, like if I was the music and moving behind, in front, under, over the actors. I think in Venus in Fur it's something very typical of what I'm talking about, where the music suddenly opens the curtain or throws a curtain down with transparency on the characters. And that's something that we enjoy playing with, I think, with Roman. There's a great playfulness when we work together.
You have so far worked with Roman Polański on 3 films, as I've already mentioned, just like with Wes Anderson. Those 4 words you would describe his work with.
But I have to say that because when you think of the scores which are Oscars, like Gone with the Wind or Dr. Zhivago, there are these lush symphonic scores with 110 musicians, and Grand Budapest was a bunch of balalaikas and some alpenhorns. So it was not exactly what you would think that would win an Oscar at first. Now in Roman's films, I think I just try to capture this mix of things that are in all these movies. Anxiety, wit, suspense, mystery, and as much as music that I can write. When I say music, usually in the movies we've done together, there's not many pieces that I write that have no musical substance. They have to be a piece of music by themselves.
Before even we start the picture, we talk about it already, so he probably imagines certain things in his mind, me in mind, and then we see whether they will meet.
So it's more like a psychological process.
It's like meeting of the spirits.
There were only 2 pieces of music bookending the film. Starting and ending the film. And when we started Venus in Fur, because it was also a play, I thought it would be the same. And Roman kept saying, no, we got the music. I didn't believe him. I thought I was going to write sort of a map of music. Unfortunately, he was right.
Da się jakoś porównać laureata z patronem nagrody, tak? Co łączyło obu kompozytorów, a w jakich aspektach ich twórczość Pana zdaniem jest różna?
strikes me in Wojciech Wandzel's music is there's a freedom in his writing. You can tell that he comes from a very strong classical background, a lineage of composing, but he tries, in each movie, these three scores that I mentioned are totally different. They all try and capture what the film is offering. He doesn't throw his music to the same scores again and again. No, he tries to invent, to create something new each time. And I was talking about that earlier. Every piece of music in these films is substantial music. It's strong, and you can listen to these pieces away from the film, and they are very, very strong.
It's your first visit to Poland, isn't it?
Yes, it's yeah. For me, it's like what could I say? Going, you know,
Mars.
No, no. No, I was going to say going to the moon, but with Neil Armstrong. You know what I mean?
Szanowni Państwo, czas na pytania i odpowiedzi z Państwa strony. Kto z Państwa chciałby jako pierwszy zadać pytanie?
Witam serdecznie, Adam Krasiński, Soundtracks.pl.
I understand everything.